Alright, and we're live, ladies and germs. On a Thursday morning. Yes, it's a little 11:30 a.m., but it's still a Thursday morning. But I'm coming to you live from in front of a Mothman sign in Point Pleasant. Okay, not really, but it's what it is in game. But today we're going to be talking about the IndyCar Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, which was not terrible. I mean, was it the most exciting thing in the world? No, but it had Strategery, and I forgot to change the damn name of the stream. Damn it. There we go. Lord have mercy. But, what do you say we get into things? This video is brought to you by Reaper Apparel Company. Stay tuned until after the video to learn how you can save 10% off of your order. Hey, what's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan, and welcome to this edition of The Fuel, where today we're going to be talking about the 2025 Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach for the NTT IndyCar Series, the 50th edition of the Grand Prix of Long Beach. And this race was not terrible. It wasn't great. I would still say it was a mediocre race, but the strategy definitely helped enhance it a little bit. So let's go ahead and get into it because this won't take long at all. 90 lap race. Kyle Kirkwood got the pole for Andretti Global. They went 3 wide going into turn 1, but they were able to sort it out somehow. So Kirkwood leads lap 1. Joseph Newgarden pits after 2 laps to get off the soft tires. Unlike at Thermal Club where the softs were the way to go, it seems like the softs on the street courses just don't really last all that long. So, Newgarden got through the prerequisite 2 laps and got off the soft tires, but he was the fastest car on the track in clean air. So other drivers were starting to, on the softs, were starting to make pit stops as well early on. So there were some strategy moves right off the bat in this race. But Kirkwood pits from the lead on lap 7 to get off the softs and onto the hards. Rossi had a long train of cars behind him from 16th on back. Christian Lundgaard inherits the lead, having started the race on hard tires. So again, different strategies going on here. Lundgaard pits from the lead on lap 28, and he switches to the softs for this stint to get those out of the way. Dixon pits on the next lap, as well as Simpson. Dixon goes to the softs. Kirkwood re-inherits the race lead, but Palou is right on his tail, looking for 3 in a row to start the season. Then Kirkwood makes his second stop, giving the lead back to Lundgaard, and then you have Stingray Robb and Robert Schwartzman up to second and third, having not made their second stop yet. Then Lundgaard comes in from the lead on lap 40 to get off of the soft tires. And that gives Stingray Robb the lead. He was still on hard tires at this point, so he still had to do a stint on softs, but he was leading for the first time this season, and I think he led 12 laps. But the de facto podium at this point, at halfway, was Kirkwood, Palou, and Rosenqvist, because Rosenqvist managed to jump over Lundgaard on the pit stops. So Robb finally makes his second stop on lap 52, and then Schwartzman was in on the next lap. Lundgaard makes his final stop on lap 61. Palou and Colton Herta, that is, pit on lap 64 for their final stop, and then Kirkwood pits from the lead the next lap. And he holds off Palou on the pit cycle, but Palou was right on his heels. But Kirkwood was able to pull away from him, which was a bit of a surprise, all things considered. Well, somewhat, because Palou has just been so dominant this year. But Kirkwood is really good on the street courses because he won this race 2 years ago for his maiden IndyCar win, and I think he won on the streets of Detroit. I can't remember if it was Detroit or Toronto. But he had 2 career wins before this race, and they were both on street courses. Newgarden nearly pounds the tire barrier in turn 5, but then he had other problems because his seatbelts came undone on a couple of occasions. So he ended up finishing last in this race as a result, because there were no cautions for the second straight week, or the second straight race. There were no cautions, a caution-free race. There's only been 1 caution in 3 races this season, which ties the record for the first 3 races that was set back in 1970. So IndyCar has been the cleanest series so far this season, which is crazy. But the move of the race was Christian Lundgaard. He managed to get by Felix Rosenqvist for 3rd going into turn 1 with 5 laps left to get on the podium. Then we had a 4-car battle for 5th between Will Power, Scott McLaughlin, Colton Herta, and Scott Dixon. And Stingray Robb actually had pace. He was actually catching these guys. A couple more laps, he could have maybe got himself a better finish than 9th, but hey, that was a great race for him and his team. You know, kind of a backmarker team, but they managed to get a top 10 out of this race. So a really great showing from Stingray Robb and Kiffin Simpson, who finished top 10. But Kyle Kirkwood wins the 50th Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. He's won 2 out of the last 3. Palou and Lundgaard round out the podium. And this is the 2nd consecutive race that went caution-free, like I said. So, overall, this wasn't the greatest race in the world, but it wasn't terrible either. I would say mediocre, but that's as low as I'll go on that. So, my final rating for this race, I'm going to go on my Bret Hart shit. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. A lot of strategy really kept interest in this race, at least for me, because there just wasn't a whole lot as far as the racing aspect is concerned. So, but you know, that's just the way it is. But we gotta wait, I think, another 3 freaking weeks before the next race, which is their yearly trip to Barber Motorsports Park in Alabama. But the month of May is going to kickstart the stretch run for IndyCar, because from May onwards, it's a busy schedule. Which is why I keep saying that they need to fill in the front half of the schedule. You know, fill in, because they got the Arlington Grand Prix ready to go. Now they just need 2 more races, you know. Chicagoland, I think, would be a great addition to slot in either March or April. And then 1 other race, and you're set. So, I don't know. But that's going to do it for this edition of The Fuel. Maybe later on tonight, I'll do the other episode of Burnt Rubber that I was going to do, because there's some new stories I want to talk about, so we'll do that hopefully later on tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. But thank you very much for watching this edition of The Fuel, and until next time, this is the PackerMan signing out.
Hey, what's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan letting you know that tonight's video was sponsored by Reaper Apparel Company. By clicking on the affiliate link down below in the description box, you'll be able to browse through many of their different wares, such as hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other cool items. When you place an order and you go to checkout, be sure to type in the code PackerMan and you'll be able to save 10% off of your order.
Reaper Apparel Company. Apparel to die for. Hey, ladies and germs, just want to say thank you for watching tonight's video. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and also check out my other channels, Isaac the Survivalist and Our Honor Defend Archives, if you're a Buckeye fan. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.